o'clock in the evening, temperatures in the 40s, a little breezy at times, but be prepared for the rain almost all day long tomorrow in one way, shape, or form. All right, Arkansas, one of those days for us, too, unfortunately. This has been the scene in Harrison. Leaves are off the trees, and some of the leaves are off the trees. We've still got a decent amount out there, but it's just been a day where you've like, I got to stay inside. I don't want to go out in that mess. It's cloudy, it's a little breezy, it's rainy, just ugly, right? Typical November in a lot of places in America, right? Let's go forward in time. Let's take you all the way to Friday now for the second system that comes in with a pretty decent jet stream here from Southern California all the way into Indiana. Now, as the low at the surface sits right in here, we've got that jet stream, we could actually see a little bit of enhancement in the atmosphere. What that means is thunderstorms could be in the forecast in this area right in here, okay? That'll be Friday going into Saturday, the Ohio Valley and the Northeast, all the way down to the Gulf Coast. We'll have inclement weather. Saturday football games definitely impacted. Sunday not as much as that front now shoots its way off the East Coast here. Just about everyone clears out, but it's a little cool on the backside of that low. That's the area we're talking about for thunderstorms to happen. At this point, it doesn't seem like there'll be severe thunderstorms. Nonetheless, thunderstorms are in the forecast, and at the very least, gusty winds and periods of rain. We've had issues with that today across the Ohio Valley. Let's get personal with the weather tonight. And personal weather station owner Jeff Blazinski joining us live from Dublin, Ohio. Jeff, always good to talk to you, my friend. Let's talk about the day today. I feel like if you were to say what is November weather like in Ohio, today was that stereotypical day.
Yeah, this is more of a normal November day, I'd say, a bit cooler than average, but certainly fitting for the scene. It feels like November. And it's good. You get your bearings about exactly what season you're in now.
Have you been lost? Because I feel like all fall long, it's been so mild. You've had some record-setting temperatures that this is a bit of a shock.
Yeah, you know, I was looking. The past 8 days, we've touched 32 or colder. I'm sorry, 8 days this month. The past 7, if it's all occurred within that period. So yeah. Past 7 days, 32 degrees we hit for a low. Within the past month, we saw 78.
Jeez.
Back in October 22nd. So, what a full spectrum of weather November provides us around here.
What do you typically hope for, going into Thanksgiving? Are you hopeful for maybe dry weather, or are you hopeful for snowy weather, something in between?
I grew up along the Great Lakes, so I'm always hopeful for snow. We don't quite get the lake effect snow, obviously, like I remember when I was younger. But yeah, certainly that first snowfall really sets the tone for a good Thanksgiving. And it seems like maybe on Saturday, we might see a few snowflakes fly around here.
That would be okay. I think a lot of people take that over what they saw today for sure.
Oh, yeah, yeah. The thing about the gloomy weather is if you can throw a little bit of snow down on the ground, that brightens things up nicely. So yeah. I'm very hopeful that we'll see some snow here before too long.
Jeff, are we like full-fledged flannel at this point now in Ohio?
Oh, yeah, yeah. You got to – I think this is helping. The fact that I've coordinated my wardrobe now to fit the weather that we've been having. So, yeah. Definitely flannel zone here. And it looks like for the foreseeable future, we should stick with it. Although I was intrigued by the longer-term forecast. Looks like a bit of a coin flip. We might have to bring some short sleeves out here before the winter really hits.
And listen, short sleeves and shorts, that happens in the 50s in Ohio. So, hey, Jeff, always good to talk to you, my friend.
Hey, hopefully this season, I'm looking to recommend the the sled con, kind of like the tour con. Sledding probabilities. That'd be a nice
I like that. I like that. We're going to have to pull in Jeff as our special correspondent for the SledCon. I think you've come up with something new there. We're going to have to coin that. SledCon.com. We're going to have to register that tonight. Hey, Jeff, thank you very much. Good to see you, bud. Well, let's take you now to the north and take you to Watertown, New York, and show you what's happening here. A place where they are certainly familiar with sledding. They get tons of snow every year. 38 degrees for us right now. Maybe slightly warm for snow, but it won't be long before the flakes are flying. Tom Nizzle back with us. What do you think, Tom? We could issue a sled con, don't you think?
Yeah, 1 or 2 runners. Well, all sleds have 2 runners, right? So,
like, what's best for like the tube or the runners, or is it like a 5-person toboggan, or what? Yeah.
Yeah, we could do that. I'll work on that scale over the weekend here.
I like that.
And we may be in line for a little bit of this snow. Now, Saturday night, these are not exceptionally cold temperatures. They're not going to hold a lot of snow around the area, but it is going to be cold enough higher up in the atmosphere to develop snow, and that snow is going to come down. And it's, when the lakes are sitting at 50 degrees, this air temperature of 33 is going to allow a lot of that heat and moisture to evaporate into that air and produce these snow clouds. So that's the good news. Now, typically, when you see one of these Colorado lows make a beeline like that, you're supposed to have a big, heavy snowstorm here to the northwest of that low. We're not getting that because we're just not getting that cold air down into the U.S.
I think it's just too early in the season for that?
A little early for that,
okay.
Yeah. It can happen, but, it happened back in October, Halloween in '91 in Minnesota, but we're not going to see anything like that. We have to get that low into Quebec to begin to draw that cold air down across the Great Lakes. And when we do, look at how beautifully along the long fetch of Superior, then across Huron, this band sets up on these prevailing northwesterly winds around Syracuse and another area between Erie and Buffalo. And that's going to continue off the Tug Hill Plateau into late Monday. And then everything is going to weaken as that system moves off and we get high pressure to build in. But the area that I'm really concerned about, again, is right here south of Buffalo, Erie to Buffalo area, and in and around Syracuse at I-90 corridor going down I-81 as well. So if we take a look at the travel issues, this is what I'm concerned about Sunday into Sunday night. Be aware of that if you're on 90 between Erie and Buffalo.
Some people will choose to travel beginning this weekend for the Thanksgiving holiday. Be aware that this could be a problem.
Just take your time and make sure that you got your car prepared. If you have your snow tires ready, get those on as well.
All right, Tom, thank you. We know that accompanying several of these rounds of weather that we'll see this week could be wind. Middle Tennessee, no exception. This is Nashville, 53 degrees for you right now. You should take a look at the, always love the Batman building. It's the AT&T building, really, but a beautiful shot of the Music City tonight. All right, winds do become a problem for us in a lot of instances, whether it be rain accompanying wind or maybe snow accompanying wind. All right, but for a place like